evening, I'm Rupert Kaiser, and welcome once again to this week's 20 Minutes. In a remarkable extension of our ever more ambiguous gender roles, men across America are now breastfeeding their babies through the help of prosthetic memories. Our ACE reporter, Ace Anderson, has now prepared this report, a selection of interviews with breastfeeding fathers and their own families, various psychological experts, and those who stand to benefit from the real growth of this nascent industry.
How did you get started in the mammary business?
It's a good story.
We're looking for new ideas, new products.
One day a friend of ours comes in, this guy Bob, and he had a kid and his wife, bitch, she left him, and he wanted to breastfeed his kid, and he came in and see if
trying to work, trying to feed the kids, trying to put clothes on them.
She didn't like him because he didn't make enough money. Anyway, she left. So he comes with a need, and what, you went into the shop, and what did it take you, half an hour, 45 minutes?
At first I didn't think it really made sense, strap on this breastfeeding apparatus, and then I thought, could Bob use this to solve his problems?
That's right.
Bob, tell me a little bit about what inspired you
to
breastfeed your child.
What inspired me? Look at this man. The child that became this man is what inspired me.
So I went into the office. I started making up these these
He's
things.
a genius with this type of stuff.
And I brought it to Bob. And Bob has been bonding with his child more than ever now.
It works. It's amazing.
It has been the curiosity of many professionals what it's like for you, Gary, since you are the only adult known that was breastfed by his father.
It inspired me to do a lot of things with my life.
Right, I've noticed you've written a book, and you're getting quite a bit of press lately.
Have written a book. Yeah, it's called You Can Too. And it just inspires people to do what they can do.
Chris, tell me a little bit about SOB.
SOB is an acronym for Save Our Breasts, and it's an organization that I put together myself and some other women who strongly oppose the idea of fathers breastfeeding their offspring.
I think what we're talking about here is not so much the fact that I have intimacy problems, but the things that you can accomplish.
Gary, when did the breastfeeding stop?
My seminars are very important.
Well,
the fact
enough
that
about
it really
seminars.
shows.
I don't think Ace needs to hear about that right now, Gary.
Well, it all stems off from the breastfeeding.
The average child stops breastfeeding at 18 months.
Well, my child was a big boy. Ace, he ate a lot.
So it was you, Peter, who wanted to breastfeed.
Yeah, I came across an ad when I was surfing the net at the library, and it just seemed like a great way for me to take a more active role in my daughter's upbringing.
Yeah, I wasn't too into it at first, because of all the unnatural ingredients and plastics and things.
Oh, you mean in the thank you ma'ams?
Yeah, they use all these really horrible toxins.
Yeah, and she didn't really like the idea that they were made by pornographers either.
Yeah, I know. But then luckily Peter found the green version of the same product.
From Europe.
Yeah, it's called Our Mothers, Our Breasts.
No, it's no secret that the Mahoney brothers started off in the pornography business.
Secret?
It's no dirty little secret, yeah. We had a service that we provided to the population.
Sure, we adult products.
My book and my speaking engagements are based upon my breastfeeding from my dear old dad. So I think it's very relevant that we talk about my speaking engagements and my
Are you sure?
book signings.
What's wrong with a father holding a child to his chest and holding that bottle? Why does a father have to wear a nursing bra, have a fake breast underneath the nursing bra, and confuse his baby?
Some people would have a problem with the crossover of pornography into child-rearing products.
I think you're losing us, Ace. We're talking about a service that we provide to the people because we care about America.
We're the answer men. People have needs, we meet them, no matter what they are. This big, we foot the bill.
How did you get started on the breastfeeding?
Well, Ace, I came home one day, and once again, dinner wasn't ready.
Oh, God.
And, little Rod's crying at her breast, and I figured, to save some time, possibly maybe I could breastfeed the kid. I was on the internet, saw this great thing one day, little apparatus, little nipples, stick it to the mouth, just like Mommy.
That's disgusting. It's not his mother. I'm his mother.
Gary, is it true that you're still breastfeeding?
I have no comment on that.
You make it
Ace.
sound like there's something unusual about that, Ace.
Well, it's quite clear
don't
that you're
think-
lactating right now, Bob.
Well, yeah, but I mean, whenever, a parent is close to a child or a childlike figure, it excites
Gary,
certain
what
hormones.
does the breast milk taste like?
Well, I would imagine it's hard to describe, Ace. It's hard to describe. It's just
Like
it's
a soy
nutrients.
latte, like a...
With the twist of lemon.
I haven't had my coffee this morning. Dr. Lambo, isn't this breastfeeding phenomenon a little ridiculous?
Well, some people think so. A lot of people think so. But when you actually study it, like I have, I've studied it for many years now, it begins to make sense.
Now, if the two of you are at home, little Rod gets hungry, how do you decide who breastfeeds him?
Well, basically, I think it depends on if dinner's made yet or if the house needs cleaning. Sometimes I come home from an 8-hour shift, not a 4-hour shift.
God. Oh,
and I don't
stop.
want to do any house cleaning. So I'll breastfeed the kid. She's doing the house cleaning. That way it minimizes my need to be sweeping the floor.
And how has the breastfeeding affected your lives?
Yeah, and Peter's getting so into it. Sometimes he really feels he's a woman. The other day on the bus, he was breastfeeding her in public. And now he sits down to pee.
And what are the implications of that? Well, they're hardly ridiculous. The implications of men breastfeeding mean that men can now connect with their children in a new and potentially healthy way.
That's it. Go on. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. It is like a soy latte.
There is absolutely no boundaries with Bob and his son. I mean, he's in his 20s and is still attached to his father's so-called breast. It's a totally fake breast. It's basically a bottle inside a bra.
Johnny, tell me about your business.
Well, I provide a service. There's people out there who need what I have. I'm a male breastfeeder, and that's the bottom line. That's what I do. I have a clientele. I go to their house, and I feed their children.
Sally, lots of mothers I've interviewed have raved about the benefits of having their husband breastfeed their child. Are there any benefits?
I mean, it's not right. It is not right. And I try to do my fair share, okay? I do.
So at 2 in the morning when the baby's crying, you don't think it's a relief for me to get up and feed him?
That's a mother's job.
So you can sleep so you can get up at 6 in the morning
Look.
to do your 3 hours of makeup before you trot
That
off
is
to Walmart?
not true. It's very fast the way I do my makeup. Jesus.
3.5 hours, excuse me.
There's some people, progressive people even, who think that men breastfeeding is just, bad. Really bad. Like it goes too far in blurring the gender roles, that it distances women from the children rearing process. But I totally disagree. It has just been so wonderful having Peter so involved.
Peter certainly seems to be enjoying himself.
Oh yeah, it's great.
So if I go into a new situation, I'll have the children's parents with me, and I'll strap this on, and I'll explain, and I'll even strap it on the father, and maybe me and the whole family will do a little breastfeeding. Me, the mom, and the father together. We'll all be there, and we'll take turns breastfeeding. The 3 of us.
Sort of like a desensitization.
It's beautiful. It's
process.
So wholesome and beautiful. The 3 of us just with our shirts off, breastfeeding.
Now we have a chance for men to take on an important and very a very important role in the development of their children in a way that they've never really been able to before through this breastfeeding phenomenon. And I think the impact on the marriage is very positive.
Well, it seems like you two can't agree on anything.
Well, maybe not, but I think that I'm a good parent.
Oh, I think I'm a good parent too. I work, I clean.
He does work.
I milk. What more could you ask for? 4 in the morning. Who's up feeding it? Daddy. Oh, I'm tired. I gotta go to Walmart in the morning.
That's not true. That's not true. I don't start till 10 o'clock. That's when my shift starts.
Yeah, and 6 to 9 is makeup.
Oh my God.
Men argued when women joined the workforce that it was absolutely ridiculous and unheard of.
Oh, because we were supposed to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen.
How do you explain the popularity of thank you, ma'ams?
You want to take that one?
It's always been the way the world is. Evolution. Evolution of the species, Ace. Men are getting more in tune. They're doing the dishes. Some men, that is.
Not us necessarily, but some men are doing dishes. I don't know, changing diapers. 30 years ago you couldn't get a guy to even, I don't know, pick up his dirty socks, and now they're washing toilets. So
they're growing.
And we're there to help them grow.
So whether you're for it or against it, make no mistake, male breastfeeding is here. Signing off, for Rupert Kaiser, I'm Ace Anderson. Thank you, and have a safe and pleasant evening.
Yes, a good baby. Yes, you are. Yes.
That is some sick shit.
All right, no, come up from it. Now come up from it. Don't worry.
And wipe your chins. Oh, God.
It is like a soy latte.
Oh, God.
Are you a breastfeeding father?
I am. And I don't mind showing you. Would you like to see? Here's my nipple.
Last paragraph. You ready? Go.
To answer these questions and more, our ACE reporter, Ace Anderson, has prepared this report, a selection of interviews with breastfeeding fathers and their families.
So tell us, you got any needs we can satisfy for you? We got some products in the back there. What about you? You got anything? Come on, Ace. I bet you're, yeah?
All right, I'm kind of lost there.
Jesus, where is my eyeliner?
You have 50 eyeliners, don't you think you can find one of them?
That's enough, thank you. It's my purple one.
Okay, there's one in the refrigerator, 2 in the bathroom, 1 under the couch, maybe 1 outside, 5 in your car.
You're so
6
funny!
in your bag.
Ha ha ha! You're the brainy one, aren't you? Smarty pants. You're cute. You're so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's do
I
something
think
else.
she's going to be a massage therapist.
Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing?
Yeah.
That would just be so beautiful.
So it's so confusing. I mean, you weren't born with mammary glands, were you, Ace?
I was not, as a matter of fact.
So...
No, don't get it on me. Sorry, stop.
It's okay, keep rolling.
was there. I saw the bra and I tried it on. I put it on, I strapped it on, and I fed the child. It was so wholesome.
That was so good.